NATO is maintaining a high rate of operations in order to enforce the United Nations resolution on Libya and protect civilians from attack. One of the main bases for this operation lies on the eastern side of the island of Sicily. The base here at Sigonella has suddenly found itself thrust to the centre of world attention. Operations have been rapidly ramped up since the arrival of French, Canadian, Turkish, Danish and Swedish detachments. Only a 30-minute flight from the Libyan coast, it's the perfect base for Operation Unified Protector. Nearly 3 weeks after the alliance took control of the operation, almost 3,000 missions have been flown, half of them strike missions aiming to degrade the ability of Gaddafi's forces to attack civilians.
It's going extremely well. Since we arrived, we've been up and running, and we haven't lost any sorties, so we're at 100%. Everybody's working really hard. I'm really proud of my unit that they've taken up this challenge with the, let's just call it a rapid deployment.
With so many different nations coming together at short notice on the base, it's impressive to see how easily they've been able to integrate the new detachments.
It's nice to see Italian people talking with Swedish people, with Turkish people, Danish, US, Canadians. And everything seems to be very easy, but there is a big job behind everything.
NATO strike sorties have targeted tanks, armoured vehicles and ammunition sites throughout Libya. Seen here is a strike that hit a rocket launcher. But with a complicated situation on the ground, as Gaddafi forces and opposition fighters battle back and forth, pilots have to be extremely careful in how they use the weapons which are available.
It is somewhat of a challenge to keep track of who is who and how the lines have moved since the last time you were there. But usually the command and control structure helps us out with that, and they are very good at giving us restrictions as to what we can do and what we cannot do. Well, of course, we have a very strict set of rules of engagement, ROEs, that we have to adhere to. So that's the first part of it. Once we've identified a target that is a valid military target and we are clear to engage it by higher command, we go through a number of checklists to make sure that the weapon is aligned correctly, powered on, has the correct coordinates to where it has to go, that the laser on the aircraft is working properly, that it has the correct code, and then we're ready to release the weapon. Once it's off the airplane itself, it's just a matter of accuracy about putting the lasers in the correct spot. So it's a long process that takes some time, but it is a necessary process to make sure that we hit the correct target with the desired effects.
Piloting a plane over a war zone takes steady nerves. With sorties lasting many hours in a cramped cockpit, the ability to concentrate on the task in hand is vital.
It is challenging. As a pilot, you're very focused every time you have to go there, because you know that you can't be shot at or you can't be shut down. But also, I think everybody's very proud of being a part of this mission to be able to protect the civilian Libyan population.
It's a huge responsibility to take on, but one the various Air Force detachments here at Sigonella feel they're up to.
Oh yes, of course, it's a huge responsibility, but you know, the way I think of it, they're really good pilots, they're well trained, they've got a lot of hours, they've got a lot of advanced training. I've got a great set of crew chiefs, and everybody that works here are doing extremely well. And then you know, I just think about all my colleagues from the army that send out patrols in the green zone in Helmand. So when you think of it that way, it's actually it's not that hard, but it is a huge responsibility, and I take it very seriously.
This is David Heathfield at Sigonella Air Base for the NATO Channel.